a fan of English football, what inspiration do you draw from what Lester did?
Massive.
And does it apply to a singular athlete like yourself in boxing, whereas they're in a team sport like soccer?
It does, yeah. Leicester City obviously went and won the Premiership, and they were like 5,000 to 1.
Yeah,
You're underdogs,
you're 5.5
huge
to 1.
Exactly, they were huge underdogs, and no one expected them to win, and they've come and won the Premiership, and it just shows that it may be the year of the underdogs, to come through and win. And I really believe that if they could do it, I could do the same thing. It's all about believing in yourself. And I'm one guy who always believes in myself.
Do you still root for Bolton?
Yeah, I still root for Bolton. Yeah, we didn't really have the best season, but yeah.
How do you feel about the 155 weight for middleweight?
I would have probably preferred it to be a little bit lighter, a little bit more closer to the 147. But I've adapted to it, right? I've trained hard towards it. I'm not eating my way up to that weight. I've trained my way up to that weight, and I've held some good muscle and strength, and making sure that the speed's not going to decrease. I want to make sure that if I am going to put that weight on, I'm not going to bulk up too much, where I'm going to tie myself out moving around or throwing a lot of quick shots.
Are you a fan of catchweight fights, per se?
No.
You prefer you fight at the weight you have the belt at?
Exactly. Look, end of the day, boxing is about fighting at a weight where, if you're a world champion in the 160 middleweight division, you should be fighting at 160. I mean, you should be fighting at. But look, this opportunity for me come, and I'm gonna say yes to it. But if it was me, I'd be fighting at my own weight categories.
How much do you think Canelo's going to weigh in the ring?
First fight, I think it'd be walking about 175 or something. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you read that, Canelo claimed that, well, we wanted to give him 154, but he insisted on a title fight, so we had to do 155.
All right, guys. Any more questions?
Yeah, I mean, look, the 155 division, I think. I'm not really into the catchweight division. No, I didn't agree to that. But look, at the end of the day, look, it's a mega fight, and it just gives me an opportunity to fight for a world title, middleweight world title, and win a middleweight world title. So just let's see how it all goes. I've trained hard for this fight, and I know nothing can go wrong. And I wish Canelo all the best and his team all the best, because I know one thing, that my teams give it 100%. We've not cut any corners for this fight. We give it all 100%, and everything for me in this fight camp has gone great. Sparring has gone great. I spotted some good, heavy, strong guys. Flew some guys over from England. Liam Smith, who's a 154 world champion, and who's also sparring with another fighter who's in the middleweight top 10, Michelle Sorrow. We have some great sparring partners. These guys were coming forward and putting so much pressure on me. It was just crazy, and then changing them around, letting them come in fresh, and it's all about just feeling that pressure, feeling that someone coming at you all the time. So I know I'm going to be ready. Whereas I remember the days when I used to just stand there and hold my hands up. But now, having good footwork, I need to utilize that. I need to use that footwork and that hand speed the right way. And for this fight, you'll see a total package.
So is there anything Cotto did in the fight that you can take? He had some success against Canelo. Anything that you can take from Cotto?
I saw Cotto. Cotto's style is totally different to mine, because he was standing there and giving Canelo a free shot. By having his hands up and just giving Canelo a free shot. But still, when Canelo was throwing them shots, he was countering back, and he was always countering back and catching Canelo. So Canelo can be countering. That's something I realized.
So for this fight, you would have been okay if he would have said, listen, let's do it 153 or 52, but it can't be for the title. To you, it was more about just the fight itself, not really about the middleweight.
Fight, regardless of title or not title. No title, because I think it would have been just perfect for me. That would have been more ideal. But look, because they wouldn't budge and they want to cause a big scene, I'm gonna let him fight at 155, and I'm gonna beat him at his own weight. Just to say to him, look, you were happy making that weight. They didn't budge on anything, and because you wanted that weight, we beat you at your weight. Fair and square, no excuses.
Have there been any fights in the past, like offers that you've had for other fights, when you were at either welterweight or junior welterweight or lightweight, where they wanted you to move up to fight a guy where you said, nah, that's too much weight or too heavy?
I think no, that's never happened. But I think this fight, timing-wise, it was just right, because I'm quite big at welterweight anyway, and I think